Ah! Factory specification. Alright boys, we're at the shop. I got the workers coming in to finish up the shop, so hopefully I can be in here pretty soon. But that means that all my shit that I just made a mess of, the whole Skyline stuff, has to be out of here. So I bought a couple totes. I don't even know if I bought enough totes, but we're gonna try to pack everything nice and neat and maybe toss some of the stuff that we don't need, like the ARP stuff, because we're gonna get new hardware. The can caps don't need to go because we got a new head and they're torched anyways. And hopefully we can just transport this back to my house. This is what I'm worried about. We got, you know, radiators and manifolds and shit and all the exhaust and drive shaft. Obviously those aren't gonna go into totes, but it's a lot of shit that has to be organized. I can't lose anything and can't break anything. So that's the main goal first. We'll do this, we'll head back to the house, and we got a lot of shit to do on the C10. Table's cleared out. That wasn't too bad. Got all the accessories under here and some cardboard to keep it all nice and cushioned, and threw out a few of the things here. These obviously not going into a box. Now I've got to tackle all the stuff that I put over here. Turbo, manifolds, all the whole spiel pretty much. We'll stack it all on top of each other. All right, after about an hour and a half of cleaning, this is all we have left. And I have no space to take this, so I'll have to make a second trip. But the inside of the paint booth is all cleaned up. No more stuff here. That stuff is for the paint booth, so that's staying. Nothing else here, all cleaned up. There used to be a bunch of shit here. Jack stands there, everything's over here now. This will be the second round of stuff to pick up. Nothing's back in that corner. I'll take that chair with me. This stuff's all staying, that's for the paint booth. Here's what we're looking like. Loaded down to the absolute max. I got bungee cords, I got this net thing, I got things of oil in here. Hopefully it all stays where it is. Everything's really heavy, so it shouldn't move at all. All right, let's jet back to the house. I need some food in my stomach, I'm starving. And once I unload this, we'll take a deeper dive into the truck. All right, I waited till the next day because it was brutally hot outside. It's too hot to work. So it's fairly early in the morning, and I got the truck pulled in to the shade. And there's a lot of shit we gotta go over, but the main thing right now is the windows. So whatever reason, these windows like to break a lot. And this one doesn't go down. This side's a little bit better. It actually does go down, but that's all that goes up. So it's been like this for a while now. And also the window in here is no longer attached to the runner. So that has to get glued back. Now the issue I was having before, I was just gonna take a look real quick and order the part. This doesn't come off. This little screw right in here is really tight in there, and I stripped it. And guess what? Same on the other side. So I gotta get a grinder and cut these off without damaging my nice door panels. Ow! The door handle is built better than your whole car. Well, now that this thing's cut off, I can get this guy in here, and I'm gonna slot this screw, and then hopefully it'll just come out with a flathead, because it's stripped right now. It's like a little Phillips head, and it's hard to get in there, and I stripped it. So whoops. Holy, it's going. Is it? It's going. Yeah, you just got at least like 45 degrees on it. Nope, you're done. You're not doing it now. I wonder. You're stuck. You're touching the
outside of it?
Yeah.
Maybe I need a smaller head?
Yeah. Got it.
Got it.
Check it out. Ah! Well, that thing's solid aluminum. Yeah, all right, one more to go. Well, actually, let's take this whole door panel off and see what
let's keep
what's going on. All right, so this guy is spinning freely. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be attached to this or something behind it. We'll do the other side first and compare. Good angles. This one turned out to be quite a bit harder. We got it off. So now looking at this side, this isn't connected to this either. It's something behind there. So we got to take the whole mechanism out. So I figured out why this one won't go all the way up. because it's not on the track. It's sitting an inch and a half below. The track's right here. So we're gonna just lay this guy back in its track, use some E6000 glue, put it up for the night, and hopefully it stays. And if not, we'll go from there. But this seems like a quick fix that should work. All right, here's our setup. We got it glued in, laid back in the track, and we got it pressed up against this so we have some pressure on there. We'll leave it for a little bit, and hopefully we don't have to buy a whole new system here because that would suck balls. Unfortunately, the driver's side I don't think is going to be that easy because I don't know what's wrong with it. So we have to take this whole thing out and see what's going on. And to take everything out, the windows should be down. That's the ideal way to take everything out, and the window doesn't go down. So we'll dig into this and see what we can do. So it looks like the regulator's seized up. Not really sure why. It literally is just like a pin here and then a gear here, but it literally won't move. The teeth don't look chewed up or anything. So that's really weird. I've replaced this one before, so maybe just a shitty aftermarket part or whatever, but we got the window out. I guess it'll stay like this till I get a new regulator. There's the window. This is my side window right here. This is the driver's side one. On the highway, it didn't have enough tension to stay open, so it closed itself. I just realized that there's a spring right here after I pulled it out, so I'm gonna see if I can tighten it up. Looks like there's a little nut here. Tighten it up. Hopefully I can get this guy to stiffen up for a little bit. All right, I got a new window regulator ordered. It should be here tomorrow. As for the rest of this stuff, it's getting pretty hot, so we're gonna knock out some quick things. I'm gonna just air up the tires a little bit. They're looking pretty low. I need to refill the power steering up with some ATF, and we need to make some battery tie downs real quick, and then I think we'll call it for today. And I think we gotta head back up to the shop and pick up the rest of the shit. All right, I got this guy tightened up. A little squeaky, but at least it'll stay open on the highway. Pops is working on the battery tie downs. I'll just air up the tires real quick and fill up the power steering. Little change of plans. Power steering, I already knew it was freaking low. I didn't know it was empty, pretty much damn near empty. I don't have any fluid, so I can't do that yet. I gotta go run to the store. This belt, definitely seen some better days. I'll grab that, take that off and go run to the store. And also, seems as though I'm pretty low on oil, so we're gonna do an oil change as well. So that'll be next on the list. All right, I got some oil filter, some ATF, new alternator belt, and Pops is getting to work on the battery tie downs. I got the new alternator belt on. It's a hair too small, so that was quite a fucking pain in the dick to put on. I think it'll work though. I got it on, it's tight as shit. Not as shit, it's just tight. And everything looks good, but that fucking sucked balls. I already filled up the power steering pump. I gotta let this thing run for like a minute and then I'll do an oil change. Oil change is done, and that's gonna wrap it up for today. I have to wait for that new window regulator to come in. It says it'll come tomorrow, maybe Monday, who the fuck knows. I gotta head back up to the shop with Pops and just pick up that last little bit of shit, so that way on Monday the workers are all good and clear to go ahead and do what they need to do. Shop's fully cleared out, looking good, looking non-operable, and ready to go. Get some building done. Super hyped for this. Got a little cluster of shit here. This is the big fan that's gonna go on top in the back of the paint booth, and then that's the like shrouding exhaust. That's the exhaust pretty much. That'll go all the way through the roof. Without the car in here, it's actually pretty spacious. It's actually really nice. It's got some good room here. I love this shop. It's so sick. I can't wait to be in here. We got some custom chairs over here. I think we're gonna do like a little chill area here with a TV. There's gonna be a little table here. I got a microwave, mini fridge. We'll do all the shelving and storage shit over there. Maybe a little bit over here as well. We'll really have to see. The paint booth takes up a lot of space, but we'll have to see what works best. Hopefully pretty soon we'll be in here. It'll be pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna pack this shit up and then I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. My window regulator comes in and we'll toss that guy on. I just got out of the pool and my new part came in, so I'm excited. Let's get this thing put on and I can have a working truck again. Got the new regulator in there. I just got this here for the time being, but everything working. There's like these little sliders that roll on here. I'm gonna grease these up, and hopefully we don't have any more problems. Yeah, they slide on there. We'll grease this whole thing up from there to there. Both doors are done. They look good. Right back into factory specification. Window works good. This guy we got tightened up so it doesn't close on the highway. Awesome. So everything was working real good. The only thing that I can say that I don't like as of right now is on the way back from the shop yesterday and on the way to the shop, the car started overheating a little bit. And I don't know why. It never does that. It's really weird. And I checked to see what was going on underneath, if I could see anything. We got all good coolant and whatnot. The only thing that I could notice is right back there. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. It's hard, but in this valley, there's coolant. And there was coolant in there before. You can see kind of maybe some of the shit that's in there. I don't know. It's hard to see. But this gasket here was leaking. And I had taken it off and did some RTV and put it back on. I think the therm, it could be that a combination. I don't, who knows what's going to happen. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to take that out, redo the gasket. I'm going to leave the thermostat out just for a couple drives and see what's going on there. I don't know. I'm not trusting it. I don't know if it's just not opening or what, but kind of pissing me off. But anyways, you guys don't need to see that. Another beautiful day in paradise. Only about 150 degrees out today, which is pretty nice, you know, Florida weather. Anyways, that's it for today, and I'll see y'all next time.
BBS. Why they wanna be me? It's not what it seems. Running to the bank, putting wet on my Achilles. We been thumbing blue faces like they Washingtons. On a run from MIA up to Washington.